Oh boy, what a time to be alive. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode 43 of the Classic Wrestling series. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving ever closer to the 1 year anniversary of the series. But ladies and gentlemen, I've noticed something. I've done ECW One Night Stand 2006. I've done the bastardization December to Dismember 2006. There's one pay-per-view that I haven't done under the WWE banner, technically. Ladies and gentlemen, it is June 12th, 2005. We're at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. 2,500 fans witnessed ECW One Night Stand 2005. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be awesome. This is the first official pay-per-view with Paul Heyman running the show. This is going to be amazing. I think this is going to be good. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. So, let's start the show. So, we have Joey Styles giving a heartfelt speech to the ECW faithful, and you can tell the emotion and you can sense the emotion in his voice that he genuinely cares about the fans and he really wants this to be an amazing show. So, he also announces his color commentator for the evening, Mick Foley. Now, here's the thing. Joey Styles doesn't need a secondary commentator. He just doesn't. But if it's anybody, okay, Mick Foley, fair dues. Should have been Joe Grudner, but we'll get to him in a minute. But ladies and gentlemen, we have got Lance Storm versus Chris Jericho in the opening contest. Oh, and it's Lionheart Chris Jericho. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. Let's watch this one. So we just had Lance Storm versus Chris Jericho, and we have Dawn Marie out with Lance Storm. This would actually be Dawn Marie's and Lance Storm's last official appearance in the WWE, which is crazy to think. This match is pretty much just a matchup that is, this is a really good matchup. These two were in Smoky Mountain Wrestling together, they were in WCW together, they were in ECW together, they were in WWE together. They've never had a one-on-one matchup in ECW until today, which is amazing to think. And the match lives up to it. It is Lance Storm and Chris Jericho. These two are pretty awesome. The ending isn't as good. I mean, the ending is basically with Jason and just Incredible jumping in, interfering, and Incredible hitting Jericho with a kendo stick, and Storm getting the pinfall from that. Not particularly liking that. But then we have a tribute video package plays from wrestlers that aren't there tonight, but were at the last show in 2001. Which is pretty cool. But then we have got a three-way dance with Yoshihiro Tajiri, Little Guido, and feckin' Super Crazy. This one's gonna be good. So we've just had the triple threat match between Tajiri, Guido, and Super Crazy. This match is amazing. Tajiri is accompanied to the ring by the Sinister Minister and Mikey Whipwreck. Awesome. Guido is accompanied by the FBI, which is amazing, and Super Crazy is on his own. But this one is a really just an amazing thing. I mean, the video, the moonsault from like the second balcony from Super Crazy onto the other two competitors were amazing. Also, amazingly, Zack Ryder was in the crowd for the show. Never knew that one. But this match is just three amazingly young, talented people just wrestling and just having an amazing time. Really cool. Whipwreck getting into the ring and delivering a whippersnapper to Guido to eliminate him. Then Tajiri picks up a free count to eliminate. Picks up the free count for Guido. Super Crazy wins the match after a moonsault off the top rope. He does it from the bottom rope, middle rope, and then the top rope, which I think is cool. And he gets the free count. Nothing really of note, but bar the spots, and yeah, they were really cool. And it's just three awesome guys wrestling. Next up, Psychosis versus Rey Mysterio Jr. Oh hell yeah! I watched I watched a WCW pay per view. For episode 41, and Psychosis was facing Ultimo Dragon, and Prince Ikea was facing Rey Mysterio. This was so underwhelming. I mean, between two amazingly good wrestlers as well. Psychosis is facing Rey Mysterio, like I say, and just the match is very, very boring between these two. I mean, there's not really any lucha libre style. I mean, these two were in ECW together. They had Mexican death matches. But Ray's on SmackDown now, and they really don't want to hurt Ray's appearance. You know, they don't want to hurt it. Plus, Super Crazy, Psychosis takes off his mask, which is a show of respect in Mexico. But I don't think they should have done that. I think it would have been a bit better if they kept the mask on. But that's me. And then we have got coming out. We have got JBL, Kurt Angle, the Cabinet, Carlito, Matt Morden, and just so many other wrestlers coming out. The crowd is chanting just very, very derogatory remarks. Joe Gertner tries to get an interview, but yeah, whatever. These guys are here and they're being paid. They're actually being paid to sit on their asses and drink beer and watch this show. And I think JBL's commentary, there's a deleted, there is alternative commentary from JBL, and it's not good. Let's just say that one. You can actually get it on the DVD version, and yeah, it's not nice. So yeah, we need something to lighten up the crowd. So let's bring out Rob Van Dam. Okay, here we go. So Rob Van Dam comes out and talks about how WWE deserves no credit for this, which they pretty much fucking don't. He basically says that because he's injured, he's missed WrestleMania, Booker T's wedding, and something else. I can't remember what the thing is. Then Rhino comes in and gores him. Okay, whatever. Then, amazingly, so here's an interesting thing I found out as well. Rhino came back after being fired for having an argument with his wife and throwing a potted plant. Yeah, how many times has Randy Orton been fucking done in the wellness policy and Rhino gets done for throwing a plant? Whatever. So we have an impromptu match, which is Sabu, who has been wrestling at the Hammerstein Ballroom, not the Hammerstein Ballroom, the Philadelphia Arena, the night previous with Terry Funk and Shane Douglas in a barbed wire ropes match, I think it was. So yeah, he's cut up from that. Pretty cool. Just a bod standard match between these two. Before Van Dam delivers a Van Daminator and the Arabian Facebuster to Rhino through a table, and then here we go again. The Raw Crusaders are here. Let's pause this one. So we have the Raw Crusaders, Eric Bischoff, Jonathan Coachman, Edge, Christian, Tyson, Tom Cruise, Snitsky, Lally Stones, and William Regal. And then Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero. And oh my god, this match didn't work. Eddie looks pissed. Like, something's wrong with Eddie. And unfortunately, about a few weeks, I don't know when it was, I think it would be in August, I think. I'm not entirely sure on that one. But yeah, Eddie would pass away after this match. He would pass away after the No Mercy 2005 is his last WWE pay-per-view. And yeah, Eddie just looks really, really pissed, and the match shows. It's not a good match, I don't think. So yeah, I can't really say anything about it. It's not the best match I've ever seen between these two. So then we have Gertner trying to get an interview with Vemo again, and yeah, just get lost. I don't care. Gertner should not be in this position, but whatever. And then Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka. Let's watch this one. So we've had Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka, and wow. I just want to bring something up. Joey Styles brings up Awesome's controversial departure from ECW in 2000, and after a suicide dive from Mike Awesome, Styles says, and I quote, "And it's a shame he didn't succeed in taking his own life." Yeah, 20 months later, Awesome would commit suicide. Um, Apparently, they were actual shots at this, which I really don't like. I really think it's uncomfortable. I feel like the past is in the past, and shit happens, and you shouldn't bring up the past. I mean, it's tasteless on Joey Styles' part. I mean, it's really fucking tasteless. Um, a bunch, and I mean a bunch of unprotected chair shots. This match is just not nice. I mean, I was wincing through this match. And amazingly, after the end of the match is Tanaka gets powerbombed through a table from the ring, and then Awesome suicide dives onto him for the win. I'm happy this match is over because I was just there like, this is not nice. So let's have Paul Heyman come out. So we've had Paul Heyman come out, and I think this is one of his best promos ever. So I'm just going to go through to it. The crowd are thanking him and all this jazz, and then all of a sudden he speaks to Eric Bischoff, and he basically just says that Eric Bischoff is in his house, and then turns to Edge and just goes, "Hold your wives, it's Edge." Very, very nice. And yeah, this was a really good promo from Heyman. Of course it would be. Heyman is just gold on the mic. I think it's amazing. And also, I think he comes out with the verbal bitch slap from to JBL from, "The only reason you were WWE champion for a year is because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays," which is a reference that SmackDown at the time was taped. That was pretty good from Heyman. And then, let's finish it off with the main event. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go through this quickly because I've got my notes here. Dudley Boys face Tommy Dreamer and the Sandman in the main event. I am bloody happy about this one. The Sandman enters the Hammerstein Ballroom through the crowd as Enter Sandman by Metallica plays in its entirety, which is not on the network, which is bullshit. But yeah, it's amazing. I mean, the crowd are singing along. I actually did manage to find the entrance on YouTube. You can find the entrance on YouTube, and it is glorious. But before the match begins, the BWO comes out, which is amazing. You know, Hollywood Nova, Stevie Richards, and the Blue Meanie. Then Kit Cash interferes, then Bob Mahoney, Axel Rotten. And I think it's amazing because they're all brawling outside, and then literally, no, I think it's Cash just runs off the ropes, jumps on a chair, jumps on the ropes, and just takes everybody out, which is amazing. So then the main event, the actual main event starts and everything goes on. The Impact players get involved. They attack Dreamer and Sandman. Francine, who is Dreamer's former manager, enters the ring to deliver a low blow to him. Dreamer's other valet and his actual real wife, his real life wife, Brewer gets into the ring. I think it's like the first time in 7 years at this point. They have a cat fight, which is which is amazing. And then literally, Dreamer is poor. His face is covered in blood. And they just, him and Brewer just look at each other. They hug. I mean, good God, man, at least wipe some of the blood off your face before you hug your own wife and cover her in your own blood. Then amazingly, they duck clotheslines from the Dudley Boys, kick them in the stomach, and then I think it's Bueller who goes a bit too quick on the DDT. It could be Bubba, I don't know, but they deliver DDTs to each other. Then Spike Dudley comes out. Eventually wins with the help, the Dudley Boys win with the help of Spike, who was heel at the time on SmackDown. They put Dreamer through a flaming table for the win, 1, 2, 3. Then, weirdly, of all people, Stone Cold comes out. And a lot of people don't remember this, but Stone Cold was actually in ECW for a little bit, which is amazing. And, so they basically come out, they start a massive brawl. JBL legitimately busts open the Blue Meanie, and it's like, wow, you are a dick, JBL, you are a massive dick. But Blue Mini would get revenge with Stevie Ray delivering a nasty chair shot onto JBL a few weeks later on SmackDown after a lawsuit was going to be happening with the Blue Mini in the WWE. Ironically enough. So yeah, JBL they managed to keep Ray Eric Bischoff. There we go. I forgot his name. In the ring. Before I forget, the crowd were chanting "We want Taz," and amazingly, Taz comes out and then locks Kurt Angle in the Taz mission. He manages to lock an Olympic gold medalist in the Taz mission. Bullshit, Taz. Bullshit. Um, so yeah, they deliver. The originals come, the ECW guys come out on top. They Dudley Boys hit the 3D on Bischoff. Then they deliver. Benoit delivers a headbutt to him, and then Mysterio hits a 619 on him, and then Austin stunners him after Bischoff says F ECW, and basically they take out the trash. They throw him in the dumpster, and yeah, it was a pretty fun show. Yeah, it was a good show. I think it was okay. I mean, the worst match of the night had to be Benoit versus Eddie. I mean, that was. I mean, I can't believe I'm about to say that. The worst match on the card is Benoit versus Eddie, and it's near enough the second longest match on the card, and it sucked. Best match had to be the. It's got to be the main event. No, screw it. The triple threat, three-way dance was the best match on the card. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. That was my episode. That is episode 43 of the Classic Wrestling Series. In the bag, out of sight, out of pocket, out of mind. Copyright OSW. I don't know where we're going to go next. I mean, we've been back. We've been to WWE. We've been to WCW. We've been to ECW. I don't know where we can go. Well, I mean, we haven't done a Raw or SmackDown recording in a while. Maybe that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, TTFN.